Oh, that just looks terrible. I think it's just one big blurry bludge now. In this crazy summer sweltering heat, we need SPF, and we cannot rely on what our makeup that we may or may not be wearing this time of year claims to have in it. We need to be using real SPF options. And if you have sensitive skin or rosacea, there are definitely sunscreens that are better than others, and I have a few tips on what to look for in your sunscreens. Go away, mustache. Please go away. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are in the depths of summer. SPF. This is something that used to never be on my radar. For those of you who are my age and older, you are very familiar with the 80s and 90s, and SPF was not something that we were considering at all. We were truly looking to toast ourselves. You know, also, if you're my age, not only do you remember how the 80s and 90s were all about getting that tan, but you'll also know that that probably means you are headed toward 40 or over 40, and holy pajamas, why? Why am I sweating like this in my house? And I get really hot now, which brings me to what I was trying to say, which is if you are, 35, 40, 45, older, then your skin has changed or is changing, and perhaps whatever was working for you before isn't. I'm not looking to damage my aging, dry, sensitive, rosacea prone skin. Now, I've got a family vacation coming up in a number of weeks, and I'm a little unsure how to balance protecting my skin, particularly on my face, with hanging out in a large body of water all day for a week straight. Back to SPF. I don't wear a full face of foundation. I find that to be uncomfortable and problematic, and in southern sweaty humidity, there is nothing pleasant about having your face run down your body. Ugh. So, I use very little makeup this time of year, and I'm sure I'm not alone. A lot of you real women and men are doing the same thing and really cutting back on your makeup looks. Even right now, I am testing waterproof mascaras, and I have eyelash mascara smudge marks all over this lid right here, just from a little bit of sweat and humidity. I haven't swam, I haven't even sweated much, I haven't worked out, I haven't been outside, and this mascara fails. So we'll get to that in a video soon, but for now, for those of you who do wear a full face of foundation and makeup, I know a lot of foundation and concealers have SPF in them, and I am not a fan of that for two reasons. Number one, it's usually the chemical SPFs, which aren't necessarily great for my skin, and they are terrible for bodies of water. Hawaii has officially banned them, and with rosacea or sensitive skin, you should be using a mineral sunscreen for sure, no doubt about it. And on top of that, the amount of foundation you have to put on your skin to actually get that level of SPF is crazy. So unless you are caking on, and I mean just like really doing a full beat of thick foundation, you're not even gonna get that SPF 15 that it claims, which is why you need to be using another SPF. And if you're like me and you're not doing the foundation, like I have rambled too much about now, and I am here to show you what those options are. Well, first I want to start with the simple fact that you need to be looking for mineral sunscreens. That means you are looking for titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Most of the mineral sunscreens will say on the front, mineral protection, and on the back it will tell you which one, if not both, of those two that it contains, as well as the percentage of the active ingredient. I will also say over the last couple years, we used Honest SPF, the Jessica Alba brand, and I really wanted to like it because I like her, I like the whole mission behind the Honest Baby company, and the sunscreen didn't really work that well for us. Mark and I both used it, and Mark definitely said himself that he didn't feel like it really did very much, maybe a minor bit at protecting him from the sun. And then there's Neutrogena, and everyone thinks, oh, skincare, use Neutrogena. Don't use Neutrogena. I am not an advocate of that company, and while they may have some things that people like, I think Neutrogena is like Dunkin' Donuts coffee. It seems great if you have very little experience with anything else. It's like the best of the evils. Neutrogena's stuff was crap. Their ingredient list was crap. Their SPF was chemical. I did find some other brands though. First things first, let's go with Blue Lizard. This is SPF 30. I got this at either Walmart or Target. I will throw a link down in the description box to where I got this so that you can have that information. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen, SPF 30, broad spectrum SPF 30, UVA, UVB protection, no parabens, no fragrances, titanium dioxide and zinc oxide formula, and it says baby at the bottom. I do believe that I saw more than this option from Blue Lizard when I was looking at the store, but the baby one is the only one that didn't have the oxybenzone or whatever it's called. Chemical SPF in it. This has 5% of titanium dioxide and 10% of zinc oxide. It does go on super white. Let's shake it up, put a little on. Back in there. Alright. This is your classic surfer boy look you're gonna get. You can smush it into your skin okay, but you're still gonna have a white cast, and I know this from last year because I used it a bit and my husband used it a bit. It also has a little bit of an oily kind of feel to it, and it smells less like SPF and more like lotion. I felt really great about this until last weekend. We were going out to the lake together. My husband was like, we need something that's sweat proof, and I was like, surely this is, and he's like, it does not say that on the bottle. And I thought, so why would you make an SPF that isn't sweat proof? And so to prove him wrong, I'm like, well, I'm sure on the back it says that. And I got to use a water resistant sunscreen if swimming or sweating. So apparently Blue Lizard does not believe that babies will be sweating who are using this, and that parents who put this on their babies, you know, I mean, babies do sweat, not as profusely as I do. If you're just gonna sit and look pretty on a sunny day that has a nice breeze and low humidity, this might be a great bet for you. Except for it will make you a little greasy and a little bit white. Now, something that we have used now, I think this is actually 3 years old now. It might be 4 years old. It may be time for me to get rid of this one, but we have liked it. Is Alba Botanical Very Emollient Mineral Sunscreen Sport. Water resistant for 80 minutes. So yay, you can sweat, you can swim, and you can reapply. Reef safe. And I love that it says it right here on the front. Reef safe, biodegradable, gluten-free, SPF 45. If you've been a vegan or if you've been a vegetarian, then you're probably pretty familiar with Alba Botanical. But not Botanical, Botanica, Alba Botanica. I have always really liked their mineral sunscreen, and I may go get a replacement for this for my husband for our trip. So no parabens, no phthalates, and no animal testing. Now, here's the thing with it. It is super, you're very stereotypical because it is water resistant. Up here is where I put the Australian Blue Lizard, and here is the Alba Botanica. It smells very much like natural sunscreen. It actually kind of smells nice. Anyhow, as you see, it really leaves a white cast, and some people aren't into that. And of course, something like that, it stays kind of thick. Sticky isn't the word. It's a very, very, very thick lotion that you can't rub in. Now, Aveeno makes 2 options that I used a lot last year. Sure enough, I had that white cast on my face. That is because I used the Aveeno Baby Continuous Protection Sensitive Skin Face Stick Sunscreen. It is broad spectrum SPF 50, sweat and water resistant for 80 minutes also. And it comes in this little roll up deodorant container, which makes it really easy to just wipe across the face. It very much protects your skin. It has the least offensive smell of all of them. It doesn't move around. It's got not a tackiness to it. It's got a thick feeling, as well as the Aveeno Baby Continuous Protection Sensitive Skin Lotion Zinc Oxide Sunscreen, mineral protection, tear-free, paraben-free, sweat and water resistant for 80 minutes also. This one does have dimethicone in it. That may not matter to you. It has a lot of silicone in it. Whoa. As you see, the different ones offer different levels of white cast on me. And to be honest, this year I'm vain. I was hoping to find something that wouldn't make me look quite so Casper-y. If you have been watching skincare and SPF videos, you will know that Ulta MD is highly recommended by everyone, it seems like. This is UV Physical Broad Spectrum SPF 41, which was such an odd number for me. In fact, all of these are like SPF 36 or SPF 41, or I think there's a 42. Anyway, I don't know how they come up with these numbers exactly. I know there's science behind it. I'm not going to be that chemist. But I did choose this one because this is the one that doesn't have the oxygenate options in it. It has zinc oxide 9%, titanium dioxide 7%. It is oil-free with antioxidants, transparent zinc oxide, water resistant for 40 minutes. So this is something good to know. Chemical-free active ingredients. Extra sensitive and post-procedural. Oh my gosh, that word. Extra sensitive and post-procedural. One more try. Extra sensitive and post-procedural skin. Mouth didn't want to do that. It will get its full test in about a month, but meanwhile, I can say, hate to waste it. Each of these options that I've shown here are under $10 each. And again, I will have links to those in the description box. This one was $32. Now, I've seen it online for $30 most of the time on Amazon and Derma, whatever website online. And I've seen it drop down to $24 on Amazon. And as you see here, it is tan. It's the only color it comes in. They don't have it for our fairer sisters and they don't have it for our darker sisters. This has kind of a tan look to it, and it does, when I first apply it, I feel like I can see a little bit of white cast there in the beginning. But after it dries for a few minutes, I couldn't notice it at all. So I'm looking forward to using it very much like a BB cream. You know, if you have darker skin, if you know of any BB creams and SPFs that do really well for our brothers and sisters with melanin, please leave a comment below. I did a little research and found not many options, which is concerning. Meanwhile, I hope you are looking forward to summer. I hope that you are taking care of your skin, and even more so, I hope that you are staying hydrated and finding ways to laugh and to smile and to feel good about yourself, and that you aren't hiding from summer. I hope that you aren't ashamed of the skin you're in. Or if you are ashamed of the skin you're in, kind of like I am right now, I'm having some body positivity difficulties in my life at this point, that you still can feel radical body self-acceptance, body admiration for your body, for your health, for your ability to swim and play and run and walk and to be in a tank top and to be in shorts, whether or not you are a size 4. or you are a size 24, because you also deserve to enjoy summer, and anybody who's got a comment about that can F off, because their value isn't more than yours. We are all God's children, and we are all loved exactly how we are, even though every single one of us have things we need to work on in our life, whether it's of mind, body, or spirit, or all three. We are still loved exactly how we are. So get out there, enjoy summer. Let me know what your summer plans are, what your favorite SPF is, and let's get our bodies rocking, and let's get to summer partying. So I love you. God bless you. Everybody, rock your body.